If you're afraid of death, this will set you free. If you fear death, feel anxious about the future, or carry the pain of losing someone you love, this video will change how you see everything. You are about to discover ancient spiritual truths that will not only dissolve your fear of dying but ignite a deeper appreciation for living. By the end of this journey, you won't just understand death, you'll be freed by it. What if everything you've been taught about death is wrong? What if death isn't the end, but a doorway to awakening? The truth is, when you understand death, you stop fearing life. The ancient yogic wisdom shared by mystic Sadhguru reveals that death isn't a tragedy. It's a sacred transition, a shift from form to formlessness. And once you truly see this, fear loses its grip. This is not a video about dying, it's a video about living without fear. About reclaiming your power, your peace, and your purpose. Whether you've lost someone or fear losing yourself, this message will guide you to a state of calm acceptance and spiritual clarity. So stay with me until the end, because the final insight you'll hear will transform the way you see not just death, but every single moment you're alive. Take a deep breath. Feel the stillness. Let's walk together through the mystery that everyone avoids but every soul must face, not to escape it, but to be reborn through it. The yogic perspective on death, the truth that ends all fear. In the yogic tradition, death is not an enemy, it's part of life's natural rhythm. Just as night follows day, death follows birth. The body, the name, the personality, these are temporary garments. But the consciousness within you, the eternal awareness, never dies. As Sadhguru says, death is not the end of life, it's simply the end of the body. When you realize this, everything changes. You stop identifying with what can end, and start identifying with what never can. Yogis have explored this process for millennia. They've mapped what happens to the body, mind, and pranic energy during the moment of death. Some even leave their bodies consciously, at will, not as escape, but as an act of ultimate mastery. Modern society avoids these truths because it fears the unknown. But the unknown isn't dangerous, it's divine. Awareness dissolves fear. When you look at death without resistance, life becomes luminous. Every second, every breath, every act of love becomes sacred, because you finally understand how precious it is. This understanding doesn't require belief, it requires presence. When you experience yourself beyond thought, beyond emotion, you touch something deathless. That awareness is who you really are. You are not this fragile body. You are the stillness behind every heartbeat, the witness behind every thought. And that realization is liberation. Healing the fear of death, the path to inner freedom. Fear of death is the hidden root of almost every anxiety we carry. It's why we cling, chase, and distract ourselves endlessly. But here's the truth. You are not afraid of death, you are afraid of losing control. And the moment you surrender control, peace begins. Sadhguru teaches that fear is not natural, it's learned. You learned to fear endings because you were taught to identify with the temporary. But yogic wisdom offers powerful tools to unlearn that fear, to reconnect with the eternal essence within you. Try this now. Close your eyes, inhale deeply, and silently repeat, I am not this body. I am not even this mind. I am the eternal awareness behind them. When you breathe that truth, your energy shifts. The tension in your body eases. The fear that once felt overwhelming begins to dissolve. Because awareness burns away illusion, and the greatest illusion is separation from life itself. Imagine living with the deep knowing that you are infinite. That you can't truly lose anything, because all forms return to the same source. In that awareness, fear fades. Love expands. Forgiveness becomes easy. You no longer exist in survival mode, you exist in soul mode. This is not philosophy. It's practice. The more you bring attention to your breath, your awareness, and your inner stillness, the more fearless you become. You begin to live courageously, love deeply, and act purposefully, because you're no longer running from the inevitable. Grief, loss, and the spiritual healing of letting go. Losing someone you love feels like the heart has been torn apart. The silence after they're gone echoes through your soul. But according to yogic wisdom, energy never dies. The ones you love have not vanished, they've only changed form. Their essence is still here, flowing through the same cosmic energy that breathes through you. Sadhguru explains that mourning is natural, but attachment traps both the living and the departed. When we cling to pain, we anchor ourselves, and the souls we love, in suffering. The path of true compassion is to let them go in peace, while holding their essence in love. Here's a sacred practice you can do tonight. Sit in silence. Close your eyes. Picture the one you've lost surrounded by light. Whisper from your heart, "Thank you for the time we shared. I release you with love." Then stay in stillness, feeling that love transform into peace. You'll notice that the heaviness begins to lift, and what remains is connection. Pure, unconditional, and free. Grief becomes sacred when transformed through awareness. Pain becomes devotion. Loss becomes gratitude. You begin to understand that love is not limited by form. The people we lose are never truly gone. They live within the consciousness that unites all things. By letting go, you don't abandon them, you honor them. You free their soul and your own. And that is the most powerful act of love you can ever offer. Death as the gateway to conscious living. Ironically, death, the one thing we fear, is the key to truly living. When you carry death on your shoulder, not as fear but as awareness, every day becomes precious. You stop wasting time on what doesn't matter. You stop postponing your dreams, your love, your truth. Sadhguru says, "Only fools think they have time." When you realize that life is fleeting, you awaken to the urgency of the present moment. You begin to live consciously, not in the future, not in the past, but right here, in the now. Imagine living every day as if it were your last. Not in despair, but in full gratitude. You'd tell people you love them more. You'd forgive faster. You'd pursue what truly matters to your soul. You'd stop existing and start living awake. Those who have made peace with death live with unmatched vibrancy. They are fearless, because nothing can be taken from them. They love deeply, because they know every meeting is temporary. They serve life, because they understand its brevity. Their presence is magnetic, their purpose unwavering. Let death be your reminder, not of loss, but of meaning. Let it strip away the illusions of time and ego so that what remains is truth. You are eternal consciousness having a temporary human experience. Take a deep breath. You've just walked through one of the deepest mysteries of existence, and you're still here. Wiser, lighter, more awake. You've seen that death is not destruction, but transformation. Not darkness, but doorway. You now know that fear of death is fear of the unknown, and that the unknown is not to be feared, it's to be explored. You've learned that grief can be alchemized into gratitude, that endings are beginnings in disguise, and that life becomes truly luminous only when you stop pretending it's permanent. So let me ask you, what would your life look like if you fully accepted that every moment is precious? What would you do differently today, knowing that time is sacred? Let me know in the comments. Your story might help someone who's silently struggling right now. If this message touched your heart, click the like button so more people can find this video. Subscribe if you feel called to walk this path of awakening with us. And turn on the notification bell, because every week, we share profound spiritual teachings that expand your consciousness and help you live fearlessly, lovingly, and intentionally. And when you're ready to go deeper into your healing, watch our next video. The Secret of Jung to Heal Your Inner Child Fast, Transform Now. It's the perfect continuation of today's message, a journey into emotional release and inner rebirth. Remember, death is not the end. It is the beginning of awareness. And when you awaken to that truth, your life becomes a sacred masterpiece. painted with peace, purpose, and presence. Until next time, stay conscious, stay open, and stay connected to the sacred within you. As you reach the end of this journey, take a slow, deep breath. You've just walked through one of life's greatest mysteries and emerged with new eyes. You've discovered that death is not a curse, but a teacher, not an ending, but a transition into something boundless. You've learned that fear dissolves through awareness, that grief can become gratitude, and that true freedom begins the moment you stop running from the inevitable. Death is no longer the shadow behind you, it's the mirror reflecting the sacredness of your every breath. You now understand that to face death is to embrace life fully. When you carry awareness of impermanence, every sunrise feels brighter, every word of love more precious, every act more intentional. You live with courage instead of fear, peace instead of panic, and connection instead of separation. This is the essence of spiritual awakening, not to escape the world, but to live deeply within it, conscious that everything you experience is divine and fleeting. So let me ask you this: what would your life look like if you lived every moment knowing it could be your last? Would you love more? Forgive faster? Speak your truth without hesitation? Share your reflection in the comments below. Your words could awaken someone else who's silently carrying the same fear. Tell us, what part of this message touched your heart the most? If this video resonated with you, support this sacred community by clicking the like button. It helps more souls find this message. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new awakening. Every week, we share profound teachings and spiritual insights designed to help you expand your consciousness, release fear, and step into a life of peace, love, and higher awareness. And if you're ready to continue your journey of healing and transformation, don't stop here. Watch our previous video, The Secret of Jung to Heal Your Inner Child Fast, Transform Now. It's the perfect continuation of today's message, guiding you to heal emotional wounds, reconnect with your divine essence, and begin the inner rebirth your soul has been waiting for. Until next time, stay conscious, stay open, and stay connected to the sacred within you.